Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death and Destiny. I'm back by Banshee44, and we're going to talk about the Sleeper Simulant. Now, I know it is the talk of the town about how to get the Sleeper Simulant, so I'm going to give my take on it, give you my quick and dirty version of the missions and how to do them, throw some video footage up over this so you can see how I did it, and I'm going to give you the bare bones outline, quick and dirty like I said, so let's get to it. So what happened today is we booted up Destiny, and all the people with their spinmetal hats got in there and were like looking around. They said, hey, there's a mission on Earth that wasn't there before. What's up with this? It must be tied to Arms Day, which it is tied to Arms Day. So I don't know what decided to make it unlock. I guess Bungie just had a plan to where it was going to unlock on this day. And it did. So the mission, the first firewall unlocked. And what you do is you go into Rasputin's bunker and you fight some Hive and some Taken knights, and then you fight a big boss knight. What's interesting about this fight is when I first did it, I was like, okay, I'm in Rasputin's bunker, I'm fighting the knights. Why are they all lined up? And then they don't move for a little while. Like, they just stand there, and you shoot them. Well, the reason they're standing there is it's a code. I didn't realize it until after I'd done it. That's a code for something. So pay attention to how they stand, but you don't really have to pay attention because I'm going to give you the code later anyway. But they stand in a certain order because it's a code, and it's very interesting. But kill all those dudes, and then you're going to get a receiver or a transceiver that's not doing anything, but it wants you to put in some codes. So once you get back out of that mission, you pull up that transceiver over in your inventory screen under the mission section. You'll be able to input some codes, and it's basically a 1 or a 2. I think there's 10 of them, and you select 1 or 2. And I'll show you the codes probably on screen while I'm talking about it, and then I'll put the codes in the description below if you're wondering, so you won't have to guess, and you won't have to go back and fight those knights again just to figure out what the code is. But basically, I think a Hive Knight is 1 and a Taken Knight is 2. So you want to input those codes into the 4 screens because there's 4 waves of knights, and then there's a boss fight. So there's 4 codes. Put those codes in, and then the transceiver will start broadcasting, and it will send you to a mission called the Shadow Wall. And what this is, it's Cade's stash mission again, basically, but you're just racing to the very top to that room where you fought the Shadow of Oryx or the Echo of Oryx. You're racing up there as quick as you can. You've got like 3.5 minutes to finish the whole mission. You race up to the top, open a box. There'll be nothing in the box, but then 3 witches will spawn. You have to kill those 3 witches in the time limit to get the fusion core. And then once you get the fusion core, it'll go into your mission slot. Go back to that mission slot and look at it, and it'll be kind of deceptive. There's 5 things to do. They don't make a lot of sense. There's a couple of them that say warsat. I think one of them says Venus. And basically it's 5 different things you need to do. The first thing you need to do, you can do them in any order, but the first thing I did was you do the archive mission on any difficulty. Just complete the archive mission. Go in there, beat everybody, finish it, and it will give you your first block to fill in. It pops up on the screen, and you can fill that block in. The next thing you need to do is dismantle a legendary heavy weapon to get you another block. It'll give you a heavy thing to fill out one of the blocks. So now you'll have 2 of those blocks, and once you get the thing done, you have to go into the mission core. You have to go into the core, into the mission screen, and select it and highlight it, and basically fill it in. And then the last 3 things are to complete a warsat mission, or complete a warsat daily public event on Earth, the Moon, and Mars. So 3 warsats. So pull up your destinypublicevents.com, start watching it, figure out which one you think you can get to the quickest, and kind of plan out a little bit of a route. It's going to take you a little while. The Mars one has proven to take everybody the longest. You got to go to Mars. You got to wait for the warsat to spawn. It just doesn't spawn as easily as it does in the other 2 locations. So don't worry, you'll get it eventually. I had to run around Mars for about 30 minutes before I got mine to actually spawn to where I could do it. But the good thing is everybody's doing it today, so there was lots of people to do it. Well, once you complete the warsats and fill in those blocks, it is a completed fusion core. You need to bring it to Banshee44 right here, buddy. You bring it to him, you turn it in, and you say, here's this fusion core, man. And he's like, oh, that's really interesting. We're going to get everybody to look at this. I'll see you later. That's it. So that's as far as we've gotten right now. So this is part 1 of what we hope will be the Sleeper Simulant. Part 2 is yet to be determined. I would look for it earliest would be next week on Arms Day, or maybe next week on Reset. I wouldn't look any earlier than that or expect anything earlier than that. Now, triggers. There are a couple of triggers for this to happen. You have to have a gunsmith rank of like 1, and you have to have gotten the 4 Dark Age fusion rifle cores that you turn into him for rep. Once you've gotten those, that activates this mission. Now, do know the mission is not going to be a static mission. It's not going to stay. It's going to leave. So if you haven't done it today and you can do it, go ahead and do it to start it off, to get those first 2 missions done. Get the firewall mission, do the codes, and then do the shadow wall mission. That way you can get the core. Once you get the core can't disappear because it's on your mission screen. You can finish that in your leisure. But go ahead and do those 2 daily missions first, and then you'll be good to go. You can do it on multiple characters too. I'm going to start it on my Hunter, I think, later. But I did it on my Titan. I got it all the way through. So I think it's pretty cool. I really like the quest system. I really like the hidden quests. I like how they're popping up randomly. I like how you don't just finish everything in 2 weeks and then you kind of cruise until the next DLC. I like that there's lots of things coming. So anyway, guys, this has been Sleeper Simulant Part 1. Explained something, Death and Destiny. I don't have a good title for it yet. Maybe I'll come up with something clever, probably not. But anyway, guys, I'm dancing out. That means it's the end of the video. Really appreciate the views. Until next time, I'm Death and Rogue, and I will see you later. See you, bye.